said consistently through camp that you felt the defense has been ahead of the offense. What encourages you most about what you've seen from the defense and from where it was this stage last year?
Well, I think the defense has done a great job, just with the, grasping the concepts, the new concepts, the understanding. I think anytime you have so much new, which, from the coaching staff to the veteran players to the rookie class, I think the way this group has come together has been very impressive. They've clearly are in sync. And with all the different personnel groups that we've been trying to mix and match and so forth. So, I just think from a historical standpoint, it's clearly one of the best years I've seen in the install phase of training camp. And what I'm referring to is the missed assignments and the mental errors are as low as I could ever recall. So, and to accomplish that with all the newness, it's very impressive from my position.
You mentioned this before, that there's so many different days of the week for games through the preseason and the first part of the season. Next week's kind of a rare Sunday preseason game. Is next week kind of a dry run for when you do actually finally get to play during Sunday?
Frankly, it's a pain in the ass next week, just because it's 8 days, and and I'm never complaining about more work, but there's just a lot of shifting gears. I think we all would like to get into some form of regularity, have an in-season schedule. We were trying to get that done this week. I've never had 4 8-day weeks in a row, or at least 3. So just getting that done, because these games are great opportunities for your young players because of the amount of time they play. But and also we spend a lot of time looking at play time, and going to 80 next week's going to be a challenge. Just to be honest, playing that 4th preseason game, because it's our 4th, where everybody else's it's their 3rd. So just going through those mechanics, because you always would like to look ahead a little bit and start preparing for your opener in that last week. That's something we've done, and we got the new bye week before the first game. It's different for us because we're playing on a Thursday game. So just it's just new, no excuse, but just a lot of up and down. So, but it's also, frankly, it's getting us ready, because that's the way our schedule is too. Our regular season schedules is a little bit up and down. With the travel, that you don't really get into a 7-game swing here for a number of weeks. So, I guess it's great preparation for us. I should be thankful. So.
Do you anticipate playing your starters half tomorrow? How do you plan to play?
We're not on the same playtime plane, offense and defense. So I think our defense will reflect more of where you like to be, in this 3rd game. So you'll see some of those guys go the whole first half, where we're just because of the the injuries and the combination of players on offense. You'll probably see the younger players earlier on offense than you do on defense.
Will Zach and Leo play?
The plan is for them to play, yes.
What about DeMarcus Lawrence? What's the plan for him?
No, he will not play in this game.
He asked about Leo. How is his neck, shoulder, or whatever that knocked him out?
Doing better. He'll practice today. So.
Would you like Dak to get a normal week of practice next week, like full go, or would you like to be that?
To be honest with you, we're just trusting the training staff on this one. So they're counting every throw. This is a volume regulation, endurance. There's a big picture outlook to this. So, hopefully he'll definitely be involved in some form of practice more than this week. But to stand here and tell you he'd be full go and take all the reps, I can't. I'm not there yet.
Is that something you think might have to carry into the regular season with him on a pitch count during the week?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we're just trying to get back to the to the level that he was before the injury.
How close are you to defining roles on for your defensive players, especially your veteran guys?
Well, we're not set in stone on exactly who's this, but we've definitely been. You've seen the practices and you've seen the way we're repping them. We've been doing all the different combinations. It's it's going to take all of them, and this is as healthy of depth situation that I've been in with the front seven. So we got a lot of good numbers there, and there's a lot of competition. Probably the biggest challenge is to get some of these guys enough playing time. So that's going to be, and those are good challenges to have.
We've asked you a lot about Connor Williams at center, but how's the competition with him and Connor McGovern going at left guard, and is that still to be worked through this preseason?
I think they're both having really good camps. I would give if we were starting, if we were playing today, Connor Williams would probably go, but I think Connor McGovern has just continued to build off of last year. I mean, he had a tremendous finish, as far as his growth as a player throughout last year. He had a strong finish at the end of the year, and he has continued that. So very, very pleased with both corners.
Mike Golston's kind of got lost in the shuffle because he hasn't been able to get on the field. What's his status? Do you envision being able to?
Chauncey's getting better. I mean, he's getting close. I wouldn't put him in. He won't practice this week. I think he'll be hard pressed to maybe get some individual work next week. But we'll just see how he continues in the rehab.
Mario on target to play about 10 to 12 snaps Saturday for you.
You looking at my notes? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did he?
He's been looking at you now.
Yeah. Well, it's great. We're on the same page, me and Mario. There you go. Ask some questions you already have the answers to. There you go.
You asked about Lale. Will Tyron get some action this week?
I mean, everything goes well today. Yeah, I'd like to get both Tyron and Zach in there and just get them some work.
Elliott won't go, though. Will be another guy who probably won't play.
No, Zeke won't play tomorrow night. Don't you watch Hard Knocks? I mean, Rich forgot to cut that out. That was, yeah.
Do you have an uncommonly large number of spots that still could go either way on this team, or not usually?
Well, I think so, and I probably shouldn't even share this, but I think, with this practice squad, I've always looked at it this way, and it's the way I talk to the team. It'll be 69, but we're going to need every one of these players, and I believe in the investment that we have with every one of our players since April. So I'm just hopeful that when the dust does clear, at the end of the cuts, that we're standing here with all of our guys.
You talked to us in Oxnard about how you don't cut to 53 every day and in meetings and things. When do you start discussing that? When do those things kind of start going at?
I mean, frankly, I think the first real time through it'll probably be Sunday or Monday. So because this game will be very similar to how the play projected play time should probably work out for the fourth game. So, but yeah, we'll start. Going through it, because I mean, their injury report's such a big component of these decisions, and with the IR return and just those other, those other options, you have a lot more options than you normally have, so.
One of the changes last year with the practice squad was not just the increased number, but the ability to have veterans on that. And is that the same this year, and how does that change things when you're having to make those kind of decisions?
My understanding is that the rules are exactly the same as last year. So, but yeah, those are the things that the IR return, the unlimited. So all those factors are involved in these decisions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.